Hola y buenos tardes. Hey, welcome back to my channel. Bienvenido a mi canal. So, it's been about 30 days since my last video, and a lot has happened, including having a little accident. But I'm on the road to recovery. I have 2 more months in this cast, and then I should be able to walk somewhat. For this video, I've included English and Spanish. Now, I know my Spanish is not perfect, but I've been taking Spanish with an excellent teacher for several years now, and it's much better. And I believe it's very important when you move to a different country to learn the language. At least try. Learn something. We didn't want to isolate ourselves by living in a community where everyone spoke English. And because I feel we're guests in this country, we actually need to integrate ourselves as much as possible and to learn the language. Plus, it's a great way to meet new people. There are many people in our town, in Alcázar, that want to speak with us in English sometimes. And it's great. And I try my best to speak with them in Espanol. I realize my Spanish is not that good, and I'm sure there are mistakes, but at least I'm giving it a try. Anyway, disfruta mi video, and thanks for watching. This time we're going to Jerez de la Frontera. We traveled there in February in a time of few tourists. It's located north of Cadiz. If you become tired of exploring the coastline near Cadiz, you could easily spend a few days here in Jerez de la Frontera. Si se cansa de explorar la costa cercana a Cadiz, puede pasar fácilmente unos días en Jerez de la Frontera. Our first stop is at the Archaeological Museum. Nuestra primera parada es en el Museo Arqueológico. The town is famous for its bodegas, where the best sherry and brandy in Spain is produced. La ciudad es famosa por sus bodegas, donde se produce el mejor Jarez y brandy de toda España. The residents can no longer afford the rents. Los residentes ya no pueden pagar los alquileres. The 16th century Palacio de Riquelme is undergoing extensive renovations. El Palacio de Riquelme del siglo V está siendo objeto de importantes reformas. There is no more door there. No hay más puerta ahí. This was once a mansion or a palace. Este fue una vez una mansión o palacio. The facade of this building has been saved. Its restoration will require a lot of work and money. La fachada de este edificio se ha cerrado. Su restauración requerirá mucho trabajo y dinero. I think it's a private house with its own tower. Creo que es una casa privada con su propia torre. People come from all over to visit the city and use all types of transport. La gente viene de todas partes a visitar esta ciudad y utiliza todo tipo de transportes. This is the Palace of Villavicencio. Este es Palacio de Villavicencio. No parece feliz. There's a camera oscura. Hay una cámara oscura. The camera oscura is not open to the public today. La cámara oscura no está abierta al público en la actualidad. Every royal family wanted a camera obscura. Todas las familias reales querían una cámara oscura. These are carved cedar doors from about the year 1900. Son puertas de cedro tallado de alrededor de 1900. They depict characters related to the discovery of the Americas, representan personajes de descubrimiento de las Américas. La familia real. I think this is the pharmacy school. creo que esta es la escuela de farmacia. And of course, the historic toilets. Y por supuesto, los aseos históricos. These are original posters promoting events in Jerez. They were printed more than 100 years ago. Se trata de carteles originales que promocionan eventos en Jerez. Se imprimieron hace más de 100 años. You are so handsome. I'm sure the girls like you. Eres muy guapo. Seguro que les gustas a las chicas. We are here. Estamos aquí. And there is the rest of the city surrounded by a wall in ancient times. Y allí está el resto de la ciudad rodeada por una muralla en la antigüedad. This was a fortress, a mosque, and a palace during different periods of history. Fue fortaleza, mezquita y palacio durante distintos periodos de la historia. This is one of two original entrance gates to the Alcázar complex. Esta es una de las dos puertas originales de entrada al complejo del Alcázar. The famous horseshoe arch leading to the 7th century mosque. El famoso arco de herradura que da acceso a la mezquita del siglo VII. There's also an exhibition area where there's a photographic exhibition on display of Easter week celebrations. También hay una zona de exposiciones. This is the 18th century olive oil mill. Este es el molino de aceite del siglo XVII. I was hoping to try some olive oil today, but it's not possible. Esperaba probar hoy un poco de aceite de oliva, pero no es posible. This is one of the few surviving examples of private baths built during the Almohad dynasty. Es uno de los pocos ejemplos que se conservan de baños probados construidos durante la dinastía almohade. It's the best surviving example in Spain. Es mejor ejemplo que existe en España. There was a cold room, a warm room, and a hot room. Había una sala fría, una sala templada, y una sala caliente. They've done an extraordinary job of preserving the Alcázar so that future generations can enjoy visiting. Han realizado una extraordinaria labor de conservación del Alcázar para que las generaciones futuras puedan disfrutar de su visita. These are the Christian pottery kilns that were built after the baths. The Christians dismantled the complex hydrological system created for the baths. Those silly Christians. Estos son los hornos de cerámica cristianos que se construyeron después de los baños. Los cristianos desmantelaron el complejo sistema creado para los baños. Esos tontos cristianos. These are the remains of the toilets, which were a luxury. Estos son los restos de los aseos que eran un lujo. This is the main well, which was located inside the walls. If they were attacked by an enemy force, they still had access to the water supply. Este es el pozo principal que estaba situado en el interior de las murallas. Si eran atacados por una fuerza enemiga, seguían teniendo acceso al suministro de agua. This is the only remnant of the original Alcázar dwelling. The rooms were small and intimate. Este es el único vestigio de la vivienda original de Alcázar. Las habitaciones eran pequeñas e íntimas. They had a water source inside their house. Tienen una fuente de agua dentro de su casa. This is the octagonal tower. Este es la torre octagonal. The staircase becomes much narrower. La escalera se vuelve mucho más estrecha. The view is wonderful. La vista es maravillosa. Wait, there's more to see. Espera, hay más que ver. This was the source of drinking water for the Christians. Esta era la fuente de agua potable para los cristianos. They built a cistern to collect rainwater. Construyeron una cisterna para recoger el agua de lluvia. Hello. In 1471 they were attacked, so the Marquis quickly built this tower as a last defensive structure. En 1471 fueron atacados, por lo que la marquesa construyó rápidamente esta torre como última estructura defensiva. It's a palace, a museum, and a hotel. Es un palacio, un museo y un hotel. There is the old fish market. Está el antiguo mercado de pescado. And now it's time to find a restaurant. Y ahora es el momento de encontrar un restaurante. This is the original town hall. Este es el ayuntamiento original. There are so many historic sites and museums. Hay muchos lugares históricos y museos. We found a very unique restaurant. Encontramos un restaurante único. I can highly recommend that you visit this beautiful city. We saw only some of the sites and museums, but we hope to come back in the future and stay longer. Le recomendando que visite esta hermosa ciudad. Vimos solo algunos de los sitios y museos. Esperamos volver en el futuro y quedarnos más tiempo. I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Subscribe to my channel if you want to join us on our travels around Spain. Espero que haya disfrutado viendo este video. Suscríbete a mi canal si quieres acompañarnos en nuestros viajes por España. Hasta luego.